Just landed in Paraguay.
Just landed. Woo! More than 24 hours since we left Irvine. But we're here.
75.
The bags made it.
All the bags.
We have a demo chair.
While walking through those doors, seeing this just mad plethora of people waiting for their loved ones. But there was kind of a dichotomy between the people that were inside the hotel and those that were outside. So you could almost see the haves and have-nots. And but it was exciting.
So here we are, day one in Paraguay, headed out to the orphanage, and we're just talking on the bus about how excited we are. Were we ready to start? No, he was getting started. And it's amazing the way people jumped in with their hearts first, and they're here to lend a hand in all the best way, and just be supportive of each other, and be supportive of the country, and be supportive of all the people we come across. So very excited to be started, and just thankful for this opportunity.
Fernanda comes from the interior of the country. She's an indigenous child. Doesn't speak too much Spanish, speaks only the dialect. And when she was just a couple years old, her mother threw her into the fire, and where she was burned severely and started having epileptic seizures as well.
Well, she was in obvious major pain, and she had a pretty nasty infection, about 3 teeth on that upper right side. It's not very often do I see a tooth that's so, I should say, infected that it's just been bound by the bone. And yeah, it took travels down here to South America to see something like this, but she was a great patient.
Once that tooth came out, she just relaxed and she fell asleep in the chair. Unbelievable. Once all her treatment was done and completed, she left, and we kept on working with the next patient. She comes back and she's like, she wasn't having any more pain, and she got my arm and she was just kind of kissing my arm and kind of giving me a hug. And she couldn't speak, but she expressed herself in such a way that she knew that we did something for her. And what we did is we gave them hope. We gave them that light of hope that they didn't have. And who knows when was the last time an adult came into that facility and told them they were going to be okay, and that we were their friends and that we were there to help them.
Hard to believe that was day one. David and I were talking about that, and kind of saying this would feel like what I would have envisioned us doing about 3 years from now. So you guys are amazing, just jumping in and
good job.
Such incredible work. So give yourselves a hand.
Yeah.
We started off the day with really a life-threatening emergency here. We had a child that was by himself, and he was swollen up under the eye. And typically that type of patient would go to the emergency room in the California office. And with the help of Steve and Dr. Jones, we removed the infections. And again, wonderful patient.
So here we are in Paraguay, end of day number 2 of SEAL Team number 1's first mission trip with our wonderful hostess, Patricia, who has given us the great pleasure and honor of coming here the last 2 days to help serve her family, which is right behind us.
She came from a very difficult background to our children's home. She told our house mom at one point she'd never even been called by her name.
Her mom used to call her a prostitute.
We've been in a process of trying to help her raise her self-esteem, and she always had this little problem that she knew that her teeth were ugly. But when you guys came and actually cleaned her teeth and left her with a white, beautiful smile. The change in her has been amazing. She says now her entire face, including her smile, is beautiful.
A lot of the kids we were able to help today come from basically broken homes. I believe the statistics that are quoted in Paraguay are that 80% of the children have little to no contact with their father. A lot of them perhaps don't even know who their father is. And then there's a lot of children that are removed from the homes here and placed in group homes for legal issues, abuse. 80% of that sexual abuse. They showed them how to take care of their teeth, gave out some toothbrush, showed them how to use floss. And I think they were able to help around 50 people that came through. A lot of them are families, the kids, the parents.
This is Estela. She was telling me thank you so much because now I couldn't eat anymore and now I will be able to eat again and I will be, for me it will be better because I can take care of my children.
Day 4 was long and hard, and we got a lot accomplished, so very thankful. This is Raquel. We're in Paraguay. They found her at the garbage dump, thrown away at the garbage dump. This is mine.
We feel very blessed. The people of Paraguay have opened their arms to us. The children have been just so wonderful and spirited and gracious towards us, and it's really been an amazing experience for me and for our entire team.
And then at the end you go, wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Se habrán dado cuenta de nuestra realidad.
You've seen our reality in our country.
Hace falta más smile for everyone.
We need a lot more smiles for everyone.